Hello everybody, I'm gonna do a quick review of the cyber news for today, better in a video than sharing each post individually. So let's go through there. This is a John Diaspora, this is an open source network where I do have some bots running on the machine that post the news and basically like an RSS feeder reader. So what do we have? We have Google that looks to buy its way out of AI power crunch. So they look for power. They know that we are going to miss electricity like everywhere. You can have like AI running crazy everywhere and EVs and everything. And so they start to look, and they did buy, or they look to acquire for 4 billion, almost 5 actually, a clean energy developer. So that's interesting. It's a forecast basically for 2026. It's going to be the rush for power. That was a good news. Interpol did actually dismantle a group of ransomwares. These are the guys, so you see they are not always like professionals. I did share about it on LinkedIn earlier as well. It's a good news, less criminal on the way, less crime growing. Then we have an ransomware abuse and unsecure. So these guys are basically running after your exposed RDP and SMB access. A good thing is never to expose this bot online because you don't want them to be exploited, and your attack surface should be minimal. So you can use either like a VPN to access them or zero trust network access to reach them. So yeah, that's a usual access to drop ransomware and attack your infrastructure. Amazon is trying to eliminate the plastic packaging. This is a good news. This is not really cyber, who cares, but more carton box and less plastic. This is good because plastic is annoying. Yeah, 2 Chrome extension code secretly stealing your credential. This is bad, man. Basically, this is true for Chrome, but any browser, any extension you add in a browser is an actual risk you take. It may exploit your content and anything you type and steal anything, so you should have the least amount of extension as you can. And if you have to pick a browser, I would suggest you avoid Chrome. To me, my perception, this is like a Trojan horse kind of, because Chrome is scanning all the file on your hardware, on your hard drive. Even when you close it, it keeps doing that just for your own safety, But this is BS to me. I just don't want any browser that do more than browsing internet. So no, thank you. Next stuff, malicious extension again in Chrome, and Microsoft Teams in 2026 they will start to analyze your messages and basically try to reduce or warn about potential dangerous or weaponized URL or content and stuff like that. The only point that is a bit annoying there is that it's supposed to be end-to-end point-to-point encrypted, but the fact that there is a third-party security tool that might analyze the content means that this is not really private or encrypted between you and the person you speak to. So I will consider that before sharing anything in that platform as well. Next thing, Indian income tax lure campaign. So that's for India, not really for the west side. I'm located in Canada, so I'm mainly focusing on Canada and US news and some of Europe because I was French. Salut les gars. That one is interesting. Critical N88 vulnerability. Hopefully, if you use that, you patched it. N8N is a platform that allows you to use AI to automate a lot of tasks, and it can be used to be run locally on your machine as well. You don't have to rely on online stuff, but it has a big vulnerability with a remote code execution, so the attacker can run anything exploiting this vulnerability. Bad stuff. Yeah, that's MacSync. Oh yeah, lately in the news we see many macOS malware growing. Attacker like focus on Macintosh on the macOS because people tend to think that this is safe, but it's not really, and the footprint of criminal is actually growing. So you may also, the same thing for your mobile phone and for anything, you may want to reduce the likelihood of an issue by installing the less thing. You can just focus on what really matters and avoid anything that is unknown. Basically, if you see anything you have a doubt that you download, you go on virustotal.com and you put actually the file you downloaded or the URL you are about to click, and it's going to give you an interesting analysis. Don't use that if you have confidential document or stuff like that, obviously, because this is cloud and it will be abused and leaked. But if this is anything you download from internet, then it's safe to send it to VirusTotal for review. Then you will get a nice advice, and if some antivirus engine or you get some warning pops up, then you may not want to install that stuff. Oh, and that was interesting. Spotify library totally hacked we speak about 300 terabytes of music that is in the wild. So, I mean, I do not have 300 terabytes to store the space that at home. That would be a lot of music. And anyway, you think like you can't find anything on YouTube these days, so this is really like funny. But I guess this is high quality sound tracks. That's 256 million tracks that act. It was in the cloud, so no surprise it leaks like all the cloud always and all the time. Anything goes in cloud will leak. That's a fact. It's an actual constant. Again, fake VPN Chrome extension. Don't use unknown extension, fake VPN extension. Ask for specialists, if you want an advice before installing this kind of stuff. Again, the less software you install, the less risk you take. University of Phoenix data breach, 3.5 million individual information. At this point, I really wonder who didn't have its information leaked, because there is so many going around. Another software supply chain attack with an NPM package. It had 56,000 downloads, and it's stealing WhatsApp messages. WhatsApp is supposed to be end-to-end encrypted. It's a Facebook hound. I don't use it because I don't like Facebook stuff, but that malware is going on your device and steal your message content, so it kind of work around the encryption by using your client. What you see, the malware can see, so it doesn't matter. It will have access to the information. So again, the less application you install on your phone, the less external third-party tool you put, the less risk you take. Oh, and that was an interesting one as well. Cyber attack did take out the La Poste in France. The banking service and the post services down. So we don't have many details yet, but it's out of service again. You can anything connected will be exploited at some point, and you will have some operational impact there. I don't know how it's gonna do. When I was in France, it was like the main post service. It's like public post services. Anyway, knockdown. That's gonna be about it. Let's scroll down, see if there's anything big. Italy fined Apple for 116 million over store privacy abuse. I think it's good. The only thing I don't like with all these fines is that the money never go to the actual users. It's going to the country, and it's not compensating the victims. That's really annoying, because the people who should get the money are the victims, not the states or the countries or whatever. And that's about it. I mean, U.S. Department of Justice did say some fraud domain behind the bank account takeover. They do host fake websites, and they trap you to go there, and you think you log in your bank, but this is actually a trap that steals your credential, and then the threat actor use them. So this is good that this has been taken down, but it's so easy to create that. I mean, this is cool, but some other will pop up for sure. So that's about it. The big news. Anything else? No, I think we're good. So that's about it. I hope you like the format this way, and that's how I review the news every day. And not on video so far, but rather than sharing each article on LinkedIn, which didn't get a lot of views lately, I'd rather do a video and speak about it. Wishing you a great day, and Xmas is coming, so happy holiday for anyone going on vacation. And I'm almost on vacation somehow. Anyway, see you later. Bye.